Welcome, everybody. It's Sports Talk. We're just waiting for people to come in, and Kenton is about to come in. We're just waiting for people to get into the live stream, and we'll start. So, and here we go. Let's continue. Let's see. Alrighty. I just got a message from Kenton. He'll be right on. So yeah, we're just waiting for people to come in, and we're waiting for Kenton. How was everybody's week? I hope everybody had a good week. It's Friday, and it is Friday. Tuesday weekend, looking forward to it. And we got Phil in, and we're just waiting for Kenton to come in. So yeah.
Hello, party people. How's it going, everyone?
We're just waiting for Kenton. He'll be right in.
All righty.
He's in the,
Oh, gosh. That's not me, by the way. That's my cat. If you see hair on the camera.
So how is everybody doing?
Yeah, we're doing okay.
We only have two topics today.
Yeah, what we got?
One is about the NBA when Kenton can't get in here, and the other topic is what does Packers need to do in the draft next month to get this team on track?
What they need to address?
Oh wow! Yeah. Hey.
Oh yeah, the tournament's going on right now.
Yeah, Caleb.
Who's winning, Vandy or St. Mary's?
Yeah. Who is winning that, Caleb? You gotta tell me who's winning, Caleb. I got money on the game.
You got money on that game?
Yep. I picked St. Mary. So. And also, guys, thank you for watching the interview with Cheesehead TV. Yep, I'm losing my money, Caleb. Oh, Caleb.
Vanderbilt's winning 20-13 right now.
Why couldn't you give me any good news? That's bad news. I got money on St. Mary. But like thank you for watching the Cheesehead TV interview. I hope you enjoyed the video. He was a nice guy. Really, really nice to take his time to come on my channel, and maybe I can work with him again in the future.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the next interview is, I'm gonna have a lot of interviews this summer, guys. This summer.
Maybe we should also tell what's coming out next Wednesday too.
Oh, I was gonna save that for tonight. The Q&A.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I don't want to bombard with all this information at one time.
That's fine.
So yeah, and my next interview is, I have another YouTuber that's gonna come on the show for interview. He's another stealth camper. I don't know if you know who Camping with Steve is, but he's the biggest stealth camper. I'm trying to get him on the show. But there's another guy named Camping with Champion, and he's my next interview that's coming up. I'll be doing the interview tomorrow night, but it's gonna come out probably this Tuesday.
Okay.
And then after that, it's gonna be the interview with Papa Grassi.
Papa Grassi? All right.
But I gotta schedule that with Tom's dad's schedule and my schedule. But he's on vacation right now, but I think he gets back this week or next week from vacation. I'm not sure. But you guys are gonna get a Papa Grassi interview. So
hey, there we go.
And after that, I might be getting another interview with the college football
Wake Forest?
Yeah, Wake Forest.
One
I
second.
might get some of the guys from the team to come on the channel just to talk.
Just to talk ball, huh?
Yeah, how I got contact with them is the last interview I did with what was the Northwest Wind channel interview. His cousin plays for Wake Forest. I contacted him. We've been talking back and forth. I asked him maybe some of you guys can come on the channel, and he thought that was a good idea. So I might be getting.
You might be coming. You might be coming on a rare Wake Forest fan, then, huh?
Maybe.
I know you don't follow college sports that much, but
Well, I do. I do. I follow the Georgia Bulldogs.
oh, I'm a Big Ten guy, so
Yeah. So I follow the Bulldogs. So yeah,
See,
we're
I'm
just
a
waiting for.
I'm a Badger guy. Badgers and Gophers are my two teams. So
Yeah, we're just waiting for Kenton to show up real quick, and we'll get started.
okay.
Is there anything you want to say, Phil?
Oh
yeah, hey, you got check out his last video he posted.
Yeah, I go into detail about what I'm going to be doing in the channel moving forward. So we're going to be probably not doing anything this weekend because I have everything to pack up and move. But next Wednesday, you'll definitely get a new video uploaded. So along with the big announcement tonight. So
I'm gonna mute my mic and see what Kenton is doing.
all right. All right.
Alrighty, guys, I'm back. I messaged Kenton. I'm still waiting. In the meantime, is anybody doing anything fun this weekend?
I got to pack because I got to move out on Tuesday. So
This Tuesday?
it's coming Tuesday. Yep.
Good God. That's not that far away.
I know it came up quick.
And here we go. We got Kenton. Let me get Kenton on first, then I'll let you back in, Phil. Hey, Kenton,
Hello.
you still there?
Yes.
So what's up? Tell the audience how you been doing.
I'm doing okay.
That's good. Oh yeah, Kenton. I'm sorry that I couldn't check up on you all week. You still
It's
there?
okay. Yeah.
Which topic do you want to start with first?
Yours?
Mine?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go for it. You guys know the draft that's coming up this next month, April 24th?
In Green Bay, by the way.
Yeah, it's in Green Bay, Wisconsin. But I'm not going to go because the ticket prices are like way, way above what I can afford. But anyway, the topic is what do the Green Bay Packers need to do in the draft to get this team on the right track?
Have they addressed the center position ever since Myers left?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Let me tell you the offensive lineup, the whole lineup. Left tackle is going to be Walker.
Yeah.
Left guard is going to be the new guy that we signed in Aaron Banks. And moving to center is going to be Elton Jenkins. Right guard is going to be taken by Jordan Morgan that we took #1 last year. And then the right tackle is going to be Zach Todd. And that's going to be your offensive line. I think we're set on the starting offensive line, but we could use more depth. So we might be drafting a couple of linemen in the later rounds. But in this upcoming draft, this draft is loaded with pass rushers and offensive linemen. So, Kenton, what do you think? What should the Packers do in the first round with their 23rd overall pick?
I'd probably take a line, like an edge or a D line.
That's what most Packer analysts said. The Packers are definitely taking a D lineman.
That was our biggest holes in the season.
Yeah, the pass rush was the biggest hole. So. But yeah. And personally, my preference, I would love to take Mike Green. He has the speed, he has the power, but he's a little bit raw as a pass rusher. Just like Rashard Gary. When we drafted Rashard Gary, he had the power and he had the speed, but he was a little bit raw. So I think Mike Green might be the same kind of player as Rashard Gary, but I believe that he has more upside than Rashard Gary coming out of college.
That's possible. I would say definitely strengthen the defensive line for sure. I think that would be a need that we would have to address in the draft. Another area I could see potentially improving as well, just to make our offense more balanced, would be like a pure blocking tight end as well. Because I mean, Kraft does block, but he's more of a receiving tight end than, I think a good pass blocking or run blocking tight end would be excellent. So
true. But for me, I think we need to bolster up the secondary a little bit.
Well, especially if what the rumors are true that Jair's walking.
He's still on the team right now.
Yeah,
I think the Packers are the one team where you just can't believe any articles, man. They have that. Can you name me one article that's been right these whole years? I think we're the most
and also is that
team when it comes to that.
I think that's also part of being like a publicly owned team is that there's so many leaks from so many different sources. You don't know which one's which. So
I don't even think it's leaks, man. Because Gutekunst did say that he was interested, but a lot of the narratives that were pushed this offseason were just mainly done by Packer fans.
What about the Packers beat writer, dude? He came out. All the even Cheesehead TV I talked to, even Tom Grassi I talked to.
Dude, living in the state, man, you get different news, guys.
I talked to Bass.
Again, living in the state, you get different news, dude. And a lot of people, and again, most of this was pushed by fans, man. You heard Matt LaFleur when you watched the Packers press conferences, and you heard Matt LaFleur speak, and you heard Brian Gutekunst speak. It wasn't with the same energy, and I know they always don't do that, but they just weren't saying the same things as these articles were. And I'm saying we've had the same BS happen in the Aaron Rodgers era, and it's still continuing in Jordan Love's era of just none of these things are coming to fruition.
But I'm
not saying they're not talked about, Jay. I'm just saying everything that they've said has not happened.
The question is, why doesn't Gutekunst come out and just set the record straight that we're not trading?
Because they're a professional organization and they're not going to give the leverage to the media for saying BS. You just don't do that.
We put it this way: the Packers are one of the most secretive teams. They don't want to have any competitive advantage to their teams, to other teams. They don't want to give any competitive advantage to the other teams. And the biggest way to give a competitive advantage is leaking stuff to the media. Look at the Cowboys. Everyone knows their weaknesses because they talk about it all the damn time.
No, because everybody can see what the weakness is on the Cowboys.
No, but they do talk about it
time. They also talk all the time. They don't shut up. I mean, Jerry Jones. I've never seen a more selfish. I mean, stroke his own ego. My God.
Look at the Davante Adams situation. We're resigning. All of a sudden,
that was all Davante Adams. What are you talking about? He's the one that chose not to come here. We offered him more money, and it was done privately. He decided to go to Las Vegas because that's where his family's from, Jay. That no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That wasn't on Gutekunst or anything. And then that was also on Aaron Rodgers for one. If these guys really wanted to win, Aaron Rodgers does a horrible job of being a leader and getting teammates. I get that he's close to a lot of guys or whatever, but those are a lot of the quiet guys who are just his friends. But when it comes to young guys, getting people from free agents, he's doing an awful job. Josh Jacobs has been here for 1 year and has tried publicly trying to get people here more than Aaron Rodgers has ever done. And people are just forgetting that. That whole saga was pretty much Aaron Rodgers' fault.
Yep. It's all Aaron Rodgers.
And then the media tried to put it on Matt LaFleur and Gutekunst. And now, when we're looking at it now, we see that it's all was Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah, he's a franchise killer, in my opinion. That's the reason why no one's signed him yet.
And I just want to say another thing. Half of the article. Oh, no. I'm going to say 90% of the articles in that era and that last 5 years of being a Packer fan were wrong and also unbearable.
Yeah, but last year, didn't Brazil that we would love to have Aaron Jones back?
and we offered him literally one less million. We're talking about millions of dollars, by the way, of less than he did, and he chose to go to the Vikings, which was just an attitude thing. Like, oh, you're not going to give me actual money. I'm going to go to your rivals and kill it there. That's what it was.
I'm sorry.
He literally could have took the $1 less million and been with Josh Jacobs.
But to me, it sounds like the Packers organization and Brian Krieger doesn't want to spend the money to get players.
Welcome to Wisconsin sports. No,
I literally was about to say that. I literally was about to say that. Welcome to Wisconsin sports, man.
No franchise in Wisconsin wants to spend.
I literally have Gary Trent Jr. and Prince on vet minimums when Gary Trent 2 years ago probably would have got $13 million if it was any other year. Like, we just cannot spend money like that. We're not Los Angeles, and we're not none of those markets.
I mean, the biggest money the Brewers have ever spent was on Christian Yelich. That was like a 10-year deal for.
Okay, all right. I just want to say something. The Brewers owner is the cheapest motherfucker out of all three of the out of every single pro sport, even the Milwaukee Wave, which is an arena soccer team, tries to win more, and the Milwaukee Emeralds, which is a semi-pro and
minor league team. A minor league team.
They all put in more to try and win than the Brewers owner does. The Brewers owner is a piece of shit. A lot of people in Milwaukee hate him. I'm one of them because he holds the team back because he refuses to spend money for the damn team, and he'll rather go put money in ownership in Nashville. You know, he's okay with being mediocre. He's okay with losing in the playoffs 6 years in a row. And besides the Mets, every other team that beat us went to go win the World Series. And people are like, oh, but that's good, right?
Yeah.
No, because we're always 2 to 3 pieces away from getting there. And you're refusing to add those pieces. All right? So fuck the Brewers owner. I love that team, but fuck the owner, man.
Language, their language.
So sorry. And then going back to the Packers,
isn't the biggest contract that the Brewers ever signed the Yelich contract?
Yeah.
And that's like what?
But
we got him for 7 years.
$250 million for 10 years.
But,
it was 10 years. Yeah.
It was like a 10-year deal for like 28.
I forgot. 200. Behind him was Brian Braun, and we signed Brian Braun for 7.
Yeah, but see, this is what I don't get, though.
Mm-hmm.
If the MLB does not have a salary cap, so I don't know why the owner doesn't.
That's why Milwaukee hates our owner.
Okay.
I understand if it was the Packers.
That's the reason why everyone hates the Mets, the Yankees, and the Dodgers, because they spend they're upwards of $500 million every single year in terms of spending.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
That pisses off a lot of small market owners because it forces them to spend more that they don't have.
Yeah, but still, you can
which
put
is why
team together with the money that
and
you have.
by the way, Caleb, no, I would not.
Which is why they're predicting that MLB will probably not exist in 2026 because they are predicting a work stoppage, not because of the players, but because of the owners. The other owners trying to say, hey, we want to get a salary cap because we want to be a competitive advantage.
So real quick to inform you guys, me and Jay got into it wasn't really me. It was me venting and him listening, so we didn't get into anything. But when he questioned this part, we did get into a little banter back and forth with each other. Mm-hmm. I told him with everywhere we're going, also with outside stuff going on with the stupid administration going on, that we could literally be watching in the last couple of years of our major league sports.
Pretty much. Could very well be.
I'm not kidding. I was not lying to you when I said
at least MLB, I
can see. The leagues could literally die like that. I don't care how much money
I could see the MLB dying very quickly.
If their employees are not taken care of, if they're not there, and especially if certain owners are fed up with certain things, the league will get destroyed just like that. And I said, sadly, you have to look. This is years ago, and we're going there. But you look past the other past civilizations that did extreme sports, the Roman Empire, which actually had a league, by the way, that wasn't violent. It was violence, but deadly violence in the way. They actually had like
Bread
the
and
real first
circuses.
athletes of popular people. They would travel to
Yeah,
different
yeah,
cities,
but the
Bread and
NFL,
circuses.
and they also had a commissioner as well. And the way they fell off is the way that at
yeah,
least
but it doesn't matter.
economy-wise is looking out.
These athletes have options.
Yeah, they'll probably just go to
players
Europe.
have options.
I wasn't saying all. I'm saying American sports, Jay. Like,
Yeah, I
Give,
know, but
so we
give-
wouldn't be doomed as
give
fans,
the
to be
people
honest. I
their
would just
bread and
really go.
circuses.
I mean, if the MLB is gone in America, it doesn't matter to these players. It only matters to these owners.
Oh, believe me, the amount of money that can be made in the MLB,
The owners
there
are.
would be think about Shohei Ohtani. He just signed a $780 billion or $1 million, like three-quarters of $1 million deal over 10 years.
But
Do you
what
think
if
that he would be? Do you think he would be upset that he lost all that money? Yeah.
Yeah, but what is he gonna do? The league is going under. What's he gonna do? Cry about it?
No, he's just gonna go back to Japan.
Yeah, see, these players have options. The owners have no options. They can't buy any overseas teams. If these owners lose sports, that's it. Their money is gone. These athletes, they can go over to Asia. They can go over to Australia, Europe.
Hey, Daniel.
Um,
Happy Friday.
And they
There
can
is
dominate over
the
there.
only really competitive market with the MLB in terms of money is Japan. That's it.
Yeah, and these guys would love to go to Japan.
It's considered a secondary league for a reason.
But these all-stars over here, they would dominate over there. Dominate.
Who knows? Who knows? But
But these athletes,
I mean,
do have
I can very much see the end of the MLB if the
Yeah.
NHL doesn't pick up any progress with what they did with the Four Nation Face-Off, like the amount of viewership that they gained. I could see them going under, which would be very upsetting for a lot of Canadians because that's their only sport, really.
And you know why the NFL is trying to take the games to different countries just to protect themselves if the NFL does go under
They've
in America.
trying to advance the NFL within other countries is like trying to advance baseball in other countries like Europe and stuff like that. Because, I mean, for example, trying to promote a baseball series in London, England, people attended, but it wasn't near of a big of a crowd as, like, say, a cricket match between Scotland and England.
Yeah, but you don't think if those countries offer these guys money, these guys wouldn't go over there?
It's just not cultural. It's just not cultural. You have to have a culture of baseball within that society, and a lot of these places that the NFL is trying to promote.
I'm you guys, but money talks to these players.
I understand money talks, but where is the interest? Where's the public interest? I mean, outside of Venezuela and the Latin American
but the
countries,
players don't care. They'll go play for money. That's it. Money's everything to these players. They don't care.
there is not that much money. There is not that much money as in the MLB, the NHL, or to be fair, the NHL does get underpaid, so they could go pretty much anywhere, any other professional league, pretty much, and they'll get just about as much money. But
I wish they would just give the Admirals a promotion.
But I think it's more the culture of fans that you would have to build in order for it to succeed, because without the fans, you can't succeed.
I was like, yeah, I barely care for baseball as it is now.
And let me just point this out. If you're trying to promote things in, say, Ireland, like the NFL in Ireland, Britain, Germany, all these places, they already have rugby. The only reason why they watch it is because it looks similar to rugby to them.
True, but right now we're in the 20th century. Right now, these countries are watching all kinds of American sports because of all the streaming platforms.
Not really, Jay. A lot of my friends that watch basketball watch it not in the. I'm not trying to say it out loud, so we just get in trouble. But you know what I'm trying to say. Like my friend from Romania, Italy, they're all Bucks fans, and they can't get access to it. You know, NBA Network is not available everywhere. Same thing with NFL. So there's people where they have to use different forms of way to get streams, or they just have to watch the stupid 14-minute videos that the NBA and NFL post on YouTube.
But that's why they're trying to get Netflix to be worldwide now.
But Netflix's streaming platform and their connection sucks.
Amazon Prime.
Not everyone can afford streaming platforms, Jay. Like I'm saying, sports is becoming a privileged.
Every single one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, sports is becoming a privileged thing. It's no more of a casual home family thing. It's a money habit now. It's not going to be just a hobby.
I mean, just look at my my MLB team. I can't watch it on the TV anymore unless if it's a national broadcast, in which case I would have to pay for the cable subscription in order to watch the national broadcast.
Yeah, and I'm just lucky the Brewers have their Bally Sports contract still.
Just to watch my own team on, the TV and stuff like that, they have their own channel, so you have to pay for that channel along with the cable subscription. That's just an additional cost on top of the cable subscription. It's insane and that's the reason why I prefer listening to it on the radio, because you can just turn it on and do something else.
That is true. But sports will never go away in America.
I'm not going to say it's going to go away, but
the
technology becoming it. A lot of younger people not being interested in sports as much.
Yeah, the product might suck, but it's not going to go away.
We've seen hundreds and hundreds of leagues die out, and some of them were even more popular than the leagues that we have currently today back then, and they're no longer here. Anything is possible. Doesn't mean I want it to happen, because it's far from it. But everything's being mismanaged, not only inside of the sports economy, but outside the sports economy, everything is being, excuse my language, sorry, fucked. And it's going to trickle down going back to sports. Again, the NBA really went from being players getting paid the highest besides MLB, but literally we're getting the biggest contracts, where bench players were getting $100 million in the NBA contracts. Now, literally 2 years later, now they're getting vet minimums.
Mm-hmm.
That's how fast the trajectory in sports changes because of how stuff is going. And Gary Trent Jr. went from getting possible $15 million a year to now he's getting $4 million.
Yeah, but that's the economy.
But it is. No, that's because the sports. It's a lot. It's a lot due to fan revenue.
I mean, if he wanted more, he could have went to a different team.
No, Jay, he was literally on free agency until the last week, and then he signed with the Bucks. His market was valued at around for this offseason 11, but his value of 2 years ago again would have been 15. And then he signed for the Bucks. I want to say it was for $5 or $4 million for a year, and he's literally in the top 15 for best 3-point shooters. So my team's probably not going to be able to sign him next season unless he takes another vet minimum, or we get rid of Pat Connaughton, which is so we can probably sign him for only 9 to 10 million then, which is a lot. But then we won't be able to sign other players. Like again, the NBA went from being able to stack teams so much to within 2 years nothing. Again, the second apron also has to play within it, but at the same time, you were still able to have a lot of money with the second apron still being there.
But maybe they're trying to make the team competitive with other teams.
Well, I'm going to give you a different sport. The NFL is heading into the NBA side of contracts, but it's going to go away faster than it did in the NBA. The NBA had these $100 million contracts for like 15 years, man. The NFL is now just hitting that trajectory, and it's going to go away within like 3. You're going to see these. No, it's already been going on for the last 2 seasons. Never mind. So 5. I give it 3 more seasons, and it's going to be a total of 5 seasons of these NBA-ish contracts in the NFL or MLB contracts in the NFL, and it's going to go away. The only reason why they're getting these money is because of the streaming deals. That's it. It has nothing to do with it has nothing to do with revenue. It has nothing to do with all that. It is literally the bonuses of signing these TV deals. And that's exactly what happened with the NBA for years. But the reason why the NBA was able to keep it, though, is because they progressed in changing rules, doing else, and then their jersey sales went up as well.
Yeah, I think the biggest one that I think the biggest deciding factor of that NFL analogy that you just gave. I mean, just look at the Deshaun Watson fiasco.
Oh, that was a stupid idea of the Browns.
But that's kind of leading into Kenton's point is that, they have these gigantic contracts fully guaranteed.
Well,
and then they don't perform, and then.
But he's the only one
now it incentivizes the players. Now it incentivizes the owners rather to not pay the players.
But let me ask you this: in the NBA and in the MLB, does the cap go up every year, or does the cap stay at the same spot?
Yep, it goes up every year. At least so long as the TV contracts are still in place. Yep, it will go up every year.
But this year, the NFL cap, wow, it went up double. That's why these teams are like spending money, like Miles getting $40 million a year. These ridiculous QBs are getting all the money.
And yet, Aaron Rodgers still doesn't have a job.
Well, Aaron says he's going to lay back, take a look.
Smoke some more ayahuasca. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
go ahead and smoke some more ayahuasca in your darkness retreat. I don't give a shit. Come back when you're actually willing to play football and not cause destruction to every single football team you touch.
And let me ask you this: who would you rather take, Russell Wilson or Aaron?
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson, absolutely. He's not a franchise killer.
Yeah, and if you draft a young wide receiver, he'll be willing to work with them.
But Rodgers. Yeah. About Russell Wilson, I'm not sure about Russell Wilson.
Okay, let me ask you this, Jay.
If his former if Russell Wilson's former coach Pete Carroll wanted Gino over Russell, what does that tell you about Russell?
What does it tell you that Amari Rodgers was a top prospect out of wide receiver, and Aaron Rodgers refused to work with him? So instead of that, the Packers thought it was the best idea to keep him away from Rodgers and put him at a position he's never played in his whole life, and then ruin his NFL career.
Amari Rodgers?
No, I don't want to hear any of it. He never played the receiving in that position, like receiving a kick position at all in his whole career. And then when a quarterback who decides not to work with you and then doesn't get along with you, then they put you as far away as you possibly can over a 30-year-old who's about to retire in 2 years in Randall Cobb, by the way. That's going to clear confidence. And again, your number one QB refuses to work with you. Aaron Rodgers blasted Aaron Rodgers on Twitter saying he would go to meetings early. He would try and be as much as responsive as he could, especially until Randall Cobb told him how Aaron Rodgers likes his wide receivers. He said he did everything. He said he felt like he was losing his character for how much he was trying to bend over and kiss Aaron Rodgers' ass, and Aaron Rodgers couldn't do anything besides give him an extra fucking 10 minutes of what he wants.
What?
And then he didn't get along with that, and Aaron Rodgers was comfortable with his vets. So then the Packers were like, well, you're a good talent, but we don't want to, Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to use you, so we're going to put you at a returner. And he said early, I got to do what the team wants to do, but I've never played a returner before.
But the same thing happened to him when he went to Cleveland. He played kick return.
Yes, and guess what? He's not there no more.
I don't know why you would all think.
Dude, when he went to the Texans for the last couple of games, they played him in his position, and he scored like 4 touchdowns.
And
then he went to the Chargers and only got beat because they had a good wide receivers, but they had him on his practice squad, and he played well for them. He still has the talent.
But then why are teams not playing?
Because he's older now. There's fresher meat.
When
the Packers literally ruined his rookie year, bro. Dropping 5 kick returns will ruin any player's momentum for a team wanting them.
I mean, I'll tell you this though, Aaron Rodgers is probably the most. He's not a good leader. He's not a good teacher. He's not a good way of developing young talent and stuff like that. He wants to stay in his ways, and that's it.
I have no players. Geronimo Allison from the Green Bay Packers, number 81, after he left, said that Aaron Rodgers would not work with the wide receivers if he wasn't the top 2.
Yeah, but guys, I wonder where he learned that from. Brett Favre.
Vikings have already declined.
Yeah, Vikings declined. They came out and said, we're going with J.J. McCarthy, which I don't agree with. They should have signed Sam Darnold to a 2-year deal.
Yeah, letting Sam Darnold go was wild, but I'm happy because I'm a Packers fan. So,
and then I can't believe Kirk Cousins. He said he's happy to be a backup to Michael Penix.
You know why he's happy being a backup? Because he's making $90 million.
Yeah. And that is wild.
He's making $90 million as a backup. That's
fully guaranteed too.
Welcome to the 2010s era of the NBA.
Yeah, but I don't know how Kirk Cousins does it. When he was with the Washington Redskins, his whole contract was guaranteed. Then he goes to the Vikings.
Here's a bad contract for you, Jay. Wait, there's a guy named Chandler Parsons. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I think for Houston or the Memphis Grizzlies, they were paying him like his contract was like $50 to $60 million. They were paying him, and he didn't play for like 2 seasons.
Good God, dude.
And remember, the NBA has 82 games, and he didn't play for 2 seasons. And he had the biggest contract for a bench player in the NBA.
And also, how many players can you have on the team in a season on an NBA team?
It used to be 15, but now it's 18. And then it used to be 12 people on the bench, but now I'm pretty sure you can use all 15.
Okay.
And you can't have and you have to have 3 reserves. Four reserves. Four. You can have 4 reserves.
What about the MLB?
26.
26. And the NFL can only have about 54, I believe.
53.
Yeah. Even though on the rule book it says only 13 players from the bench in the NBA, but that's a really outdated rule because when you'll see it, they'll literally use all 15. They'll use like 2-way guys and all that stuff. So I just wish UK would update that, but they don't.
And then also, the Steelers is coming back with a vengeance. Kitten, tell me how you really feel. Yeah, Kitten will tell you how he feels.
Yeah, I don't like Aaron Rodgers. I think he's talented, and I do thankful what he did for
Green
continuing
Bay.
the legacy of the Packers or whatever. But he just ended his like. It really is like a relationship with like a partner, and it just ends up really bad, and it almost stains what you had that was good. You know.
But you know what I liked about Aaron Rodgers when he was on the team with Green Bay, his latter years with us.
Yeah.
I liked it when he took Jordan Love under his wing and taught him how to be a quarterback, what to do. Like when Aaron Rodgers got drafted by the Packers, Brett Favre wasn't like that to Aaron Rodgers.
Now I have
Yeah,
to
but I
ask,
also
do you honestly think that Aaron Rodgers actually took the time to teach him, or was it just Jordan Love just learning by observing?
Well,
I think it was our quarterback coach who's trained all three of them.
Because Jordan Love came out and said he got a phone call right after he got drafted by Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was talking about, I know you're on the team, kid, but you're still my backup, like a joke. And they said, and Jordan Love said that's how they bonded into a friendship. I don't know if that's true or not, but he's the one that came out and said it. And right now, Jordan Love says he still gets phone calls from Aaron Rodgers after each game going, you had a good game, you played well, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, he mostly from the Super Bowl interview he did, and then the interviews he did after his engagement last season.
Yeah.
It didn't sound like Aaron Rodgers was actually like practicing with him. That's why I said it was mostly our QB coach. What's his name? I forget his name.
Tom Clements.
Thank you, Tom Clements. He's the one that mostly was doing all this stuff. Aaron Rodgers was being a very supportive. It was being very nice, but it was being more supportive, like a big brother type of thing, and more giving pointers than actually like training with him. So I'm just clearing it up a little bit. You're not too far off.
Which, from what I hear, is also what Alex Smith did with Patrick Mahomes, just kind of give him pointers.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah. But
no, Aaron Rodgers for some reason is very bad with training with his teammates. Man, I don't get it. Like out of the offensive line, the last 2 seasons of the Packers when Aaron Rodgers was there, the whole offense would go on trips and Aaron Rodgers wouldn't go. And Bakhtiari would go, and Randall Cobb would go. He would go on their other trips in the summer with like AJ Hawk, but those guys are not on the team. You know, so the guys are on the team, he would not go on trips with.
Some players have a group of friends they like to hang out with.
This wasn't a group of friends thing. This was them to try and build what's the word? I'm trying to look.
Yeah, but you know.
Oh my god, it starts with T.
You hear this about different athletes too.
But if you're trying to build relationships with your teammates so you guys know each other more, so you guys can have a better season, and the leader guy is not there, that doesn't look weird to you.
Well, look at I forgot the other guy did, but some other players did it too. But Aaron knew that he was not going to be on the team that long. He knew it.
So then you're sabotaging the team then. That's what I'm saying, Jay. He's just a bad leader. He's probably the most talented quarterback of all time.
Yeah,
he's just not a good leader.
I'll be the first one to tell you he's not a leader. I'm the first one that's going to tell you he is not a leader. And I never said he was a leader. He's a good talent. He's a Hall of Famer. But the only thing that he's missing from his career is the leadership that he had to take. I understand nobody can be like Tom Brady with like his leadership.
I don't think Tom Brady was that good of a leader. I just think he was more
Are you,
open.
are you kidding me?
He's definitely way better than Aaron Rodgers than that, but I just think there's better leaders. I just think Tom Brady just got lucky with his team. I'm completely being honest. I
Right
think
coach,
you can
right
put
team,
so
right
many
plan.
players in Tom Brady's shoes, and they'll still have the same outcome, Jay. That is definitely
Right
my
coach,
opinion,
right
and I
team,
kind of don't
right
care what anyone
player.
else
Or,
thinks.
yeah.
Oh, you are going
I think
way
talent-wise,
far.
Tom Brady, besides his IQ, is a mid-tier quarterback in that way.
Uh,
You could put. I feel if you gave Philip Rivers, Tom Brady, not Philip, yeah, Philip Rivers, Tom Brady's career, he's gonna have the same thing. Like you put him with the Patriots, with that defense, with that offense, with Belichick, they're gonna win the same amount, and also with cheating as well. But
Now,
let me ask you this question. You know that offense that Tom Brady had in Tampa Bay when he won that Super Bowl. The same guys are there with Baker Mayfield, and why can't they get
because
back to that?
Baker Mayfield's kind of trash. I think he's lower than a mid-tier quarterback, if I'm being honest. So
But didn't you tell me if you put any other quarterback in there?
I said mid-tier. I said any mid-tier, not any mid-tier. And I
And let
think
me ask you this:
Baker Mayfield's lower than a mid-tier,
if
especially
you
if we're
put
talking about all-time quarterbacks.
let me ask you this question: it's a hypothetical question. You know when Kirk Cousins was with the Vikings with all those weapons, Jordan Addison, J.J. McCarthy, or J.J. Jefferson. Do you think that? Do you think Tom Brady could have took that team to a Super Bowl and win?
No.
hell yeah.
But why couldn't Kirk Cousins? He's a mid-tier QB.
Let me ask you this, and let me
I
bring
don't
up
think
another
he
name
would
that's
be able to. It's
been
the
compared
Vikings.
very similarly to Kirk Cousins. Let me bring up a name that's been compared similarly to Kirk Cousins. Okay, Andy Dalton. Why can't Andy Dalton win the big games?
He was never on a good
Bengals.
team.
Yeah,
Never.
the Bengals didn't have a good team. But I'm saying I'm sorry, if you put Andy Dalton has an arm. Yeah, I think Andy Dalton has a better arm than Tom Brady. You put him with the Patriots for those years, he's getting so many Super Bowls.
Well,
The Patriots were literally the most full team almost out of the whole NFL.
Are you kidding me? Can you name any receivers on that Patriots team?
Which
can't
one?
really name
Their first
anybody.
dynasty team?
So
Yeah.
that's a joke on you.
First dynasty team, it was all that defense.
Yeah, but the offense was
And
he had
and
no receiver.
basically what they told Tom Brady was basically how the Steelers won their 2 Super Bowls with Big Ben. Don't screw it up. That's how he won his first 3.
But he had no receivers. Name a receiver on that team.
I'm too young. I'm too young to really remember any of those. So,
Wes Welker,
and I don't like the Patriots.
Wes Welker came in,
I can't even name them a modern player on the Patriots right now.
Yeah, but
Wes Welker came in like 2006 or something like that.
I'm not hiding anything.
Tom Brady made Wes Welker. Wes Welker came into the league as a QB.
Wasn't he also undrafted?
Yeah, and he was a QB.
I heard that name before. That's a guy, Julian Edmond.
And Julian Edmond, he was a running back. Turned into a
you also do okay.
But I'm saying though, Andy Dalton went on a run with the Panthers and all these other bad teams, and he looks decent and very respectable. You put him on a team that has elite O-line, has elite defense, and an elite coach, they're gonna win, Jay. You put any decent to good mid-tier quarterback with
I think
good
I think
pieces
I
like that,
understand.
they're going to win. Again, I'm not saying Tom Brady is a mid-tier quarterback. His IQ is elite as hell, but his physical ability compared to other quarterbacks that may not have the best IQ would have probably done as well just because of the coaching and the players that he had.
Yeah, now you're disrespecting Tom Brady.
Majority of the time,
He cheated 3 championships. I'm not gonna not.
they cheated to win, at least get to 2.
But that was on the coaching staff.
Oh, you don't think that the deflate gate was entirely Tom Brady
Well,
or entirely Bill Belichick?
I mean, the referees checked the ball beginning of the game, so I don't know what the referees were doing. They should have let the teams know, hey, these balls are not regulated for the game.
And that's why people think the NFL is rigged. I'm sorry, out of all the sports, the NFL, I think, would be the easiest one to rig.
Not really. I think baseball is.
No, because as soon as that ball is thrown and you hit it with the bat, you can't do anything else with it.
What?
With at least the NFL, you can control the calls, and it has more stoppage points than the NBA and then the MLS and the NHL.
Just said, not cheating, then you're not trying. Oh, wait, I'm picking up.
Yeah, okay. It is easy to cheat in NASCAR. You really just gotta put legal parts in your car.
Yeah, but you know what that line is from, right?
Isn't it from the
that one
movie?
Yeah, the one movie that I really love is the Talladega Nights.
Yeah, I was say that. Yeah, it was a fun movie.
I love that movie. I love that movie.
Shake and bake, baby.
I actually had that on DVD, Blu-ray. I watched that movie all the time. So yeah, man, we had a heated conversation here, guys.
Yeah, I better get going down to the barn right now. I gotta go check out a horse. So
I'm like, I was like, it's always me and Phil teaming up on Jay. So
now,
Jay, you're clearly the problem.
It's not that you guys are the Democrat, I'm the nigga.
No, don't ever
associate yourself with them, Jay.
I'm not a nigga at all,
Jay.
Don't ever associate yourself with them people.
Yeah, I know it's a joke, but don't do that.
Don't even make a joke about that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
And just a script conversation.
A spirited conversation. That's an interesting way to put it.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. By the way, for anyone else, chat knows, but we're not actually generally mad or frustrated with each other. It's just all fun banter.
It's just
I mean, we
passionate conversation.
Yeah, we love each other.
Yeah.
I mean, I love these two guys. Like,
Kumbaya.
Now when me and Jay are not on the stream and we have like sports conversations, those ones get. You guys thought these.
Oh yeah, you thought this was getting heated up. Those other conversations.
Yeah, our off the camera sports debates.
Oh my god,
it's stupid heated, and then literally like 4 seconds later, be like, "Well, okay, love you guys, see you later," or something. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, love you guys. Yeah, we just yelled at each other for about 40 minutes. Bye. Click.
Right, and then another 40 minutes is a whole like fun. Exactly, Jeff. No bad orange men. Scary.
Yes.
Scary.
Yes. We don't like Cheeto men here. So.
Yeah, we don't like that guy. I know I don't like that guy. Definitely. But one more topic here. I gotta flex on Kenton. Hey Kenton, what happened to the Bucks, man?
What do you mean we won yesterday?
No, against the Warriors.
I don't know. It just the Warriors made what
Refs have been
like
absolute
six,
shite against the
like
freaking
6
Bucks.
3. They made like 6 threes in like the last minute of the game, and there's just nothing you can do when a team's on fire.
Yeah,
And
I
the
didn't
Bucks did a
catch
very
the
bad
game,
job
but
rebounding that game. We like the Warriors allowed us to come back. We took the lead, and that was because we were playing good. Doc Rivers made a stupid lineup change that kind of he ruined the lineup that was continuing that momentum.
The
And
refs,
then out of nowhere, the guy from that's Wisconsin, the ginger guy, I'm forgetting his name. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to. That's little. He literally has red curly hair. That's you can't miss it. You can't miss it.
Just like that.
Him and Jimmy Butler just went off on threes, and there was just not enough time left for the Bucks to get set and execute. And then Damian Lillard kind of got hurt a little bit at the end as well. So that's not an excuse. Again, we had opportunities, just didn't execute it. Just failed. But
Yeah.
I mean, honest, this whole stretch has just been us. Again, I'm gonna take a lot of blame for it being Doc Rivers rechanging lineups, not using players that he was using when were good. And then the Bucks players not moving enough. We'll get in these weird iso ball stances where there's not enough passing the ball around.
Can you hold on for a minute? I just have to say goodbye to Just. He's leaving to take his son out.
Well, have fun.
Yeah, have fun. Hey, thank you for coming in. So go on, get it.
So yeah, the Bucks is this is just what happens if the Bucks. It's kind of like we're old. Like, well, that's the best. Like they get tired and they just get in this like I'm gonna do it myself type thing, and that's just not how we excel. We excel by playing hard, fast team basketball. And don't get me wrong, every team plays better that way, but we get guys who stop cutting. People will just stay in their spots in the corners, and then it just turns into a 2-man pick and roll game. And again, no one's cutting or doing anything else. And then the shot clock winds down because the defense is able to set because people aren't moving. And a bad shot, miss, rebound, and the other team runs up and scores. Like, kind of been the whole thing over and over.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think that's it. I know it looks like me and Kevin we were having a heated argument, but it's all out of love. I love you, Kevin.
I love you too, bro. And it's more just correcting the articles because he's all the way in San Francisco, pretty much. So
yeah, so it's not a personal thing. It's
just, no. And then I carry frustration from the Packer fans that I see here that I have more access than Jay to things, and still believe those things. So when I hear from Jay, I'm just like,
but as a sports Packers analyst on my part, I'm taking all the information from all these beat writers, sports writers,
and not all of them are going to be right, of course. So again, it's not Jay's fault. It's again these people who get paid money to be right and they're wrong.
I am never wrong, Captain.
No, you're not. They are. You just read the wrong people's article.
Look, how dare you call me wrong? All my information are right.
Unless it's the Packers, you get every other team phenomenally right. But again, it's not your fault. That just means that our Packers beat writers and all stuff are not as in tune with the team as we would like to hope they are. So
yeah. Anyway, Captain, is there anything that you want to promote?
Well, I was gonna say, remember when we were supposed to get DK Metcalf, T. Higgins, Max Crosby, all those guys, Myles Garrett, Packers were number one.
We were, but they offered the money, we did it. point blank.
We weren't able to, so.
Yeah, but there's still rumors that we are doing something. before
I
the
don't
draft
think so.
or maybe during the draft. We might be trading up, or we might be trading somebody to the team.
And by the way, Jair Alexander texted Nate, so it seems like he wants to be part of the Packers. So the rumors saying that he doesn't want to be is false.
But the thing is, the front office and Jair needs to talk about something. This is
If I'm being honest, Jay, I just think this whole story is bait. Just because, hear me out. This has nothing to do with anything. When you hear what I'm saying, you might agree. I think because the Packers have such a nothing burger going on this offseason, someone needed to make a story. And it's going on because I went back again and looked at the Gutekunst thing, not to see what he said, but the faces they were making was like, bruh, we're doing this stuff again.
yeah, but see, Jair had no more guarantee money on his contract right now. So that means his whole contract has to be paid. And I think the front office is thinking, well, that's a little bit too much. And they want him to take a pay cut. But he's never going to take a pay cut.
Well, I've also heard that the Packers never offered him any.
Yeah.
So
these two sides have to come together and do something.
And it starts with the Packers. They have to at least offer him something. The fact that I've heard many things came out that they just haven't offered him anything. Negotiations have started, which also makes me think that there's a nothing burger as well. If there's this much tension or whatever, and the Packers are the ones that are worried about money, they have to come at him with a negotiation stand.
I have one more question for you two.
Yeah.
This question is from Phil and Kenton.
Okay. I'm listening.
What would you say if the Packers on draft day, they traded the 23rd pick overall to the Cincinnati Bengals to sign Trey Henderson, who was the sack leader last?
I think the Bengals would request more than just a first rounder.
But no one offering anything for Trey Henderson right now. And Trey Henderson wants a new contract. He saw T. Higgins and Jamar Chase get paid. They got paid.
I understand he's a very valuable asset. Don't get me wrong. He's really good, okay? But I think what a lot of people are also looking at is he's only come on the past 2-3 years.
No, he was great with the Jets, but he hit free agency, and then the Bengals signed him to a big deal, and now his second deal is almost over. So does he play one more year with the Bengals and hit free agency, or does he want to minimize his?
He's going to have to take a significant pay cut than what he's asking then. If he re-signs with the Bengals.
Yeah, but that's never going to happen.
Oh, look, guys, I'm there, back.
Either that, or they're going to have to ask Joe Burrow, hey, can you take a lot less off of your contract?
And that's not going to happen.
There you go. They're probably going to have to cut him then.
But the weird thing is, Joe Burrow said he would take a pay cut to sign all of his receivers. But he never came out and said, I'll take a pay cut for my defensive players. I think that's kind of weird. Don't you guys think? Or am I just,
for sure?
Or am I just making something out of nothing better? What do you think, Kenton? You still there, Kent?
Definitely is a bit unusual.
So, yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, anyway, guys, that's it for the show today. We had like I said earlier, we had a heated
Interesting. I like how Justin said it. Spirited conversation.
there it is. AKA going down each other's throats. So, but anyway, guys, that's it for the show tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We love doing this for you guys, and for me, it's kind of fun to do because I love to argue with people about sports. So, yeah.
Sports ball.
But my name is Simple Paul the Gamer.
My name is Phil Rowers. If you want to go ahead and subscribe to my channel, go ahead and do that.
And I'm Kenton.
Kenton will be back.
I'm Kenton.
You can follow me on Instagram.
So you are still there. And
I told you guys I was running to the bathroom real fast.
Okay, my bad.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
And follow Kenton.
Of course you didn't hear it. I don't mean anything to you guys.
Yep, you're right. You don't mean anything.
Yeah, you're right. We don't.
I get no love. Look at what they do to me, chat.
Yep, you're absolutely right. We don't care.
Yeah, you're the black sheep. Oh, poor Kenton. Poor Kenton. Oh.
Hey, have you ever had to poop so bad that you actually cried when you were forcing it out?
Yes.
I've had to do that before. I mean, don't knock him right now. Okay, he might be crying because he had to poop so bad.
I do gotta take Kentucky soon though. So
how did this conversation already go to the bathroom?
Hey, my stomach bumbling and rumbling.
Yeah, I don't want to hear any of this.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Kenton's rumbling and the tumbling means he's going to go really soon. So
Yeah. So don't forget to follow Kenton on Instagram. It's called.
It's about the earthquake meter is about at a 5 right now, guys.
Jesus.
This thing is going off rails.
We've
already been derailed more than once.
But guys, it's me, Silver Paul the Gamer. It's Phil. It's Kenton.
Let's go.
We love doing this for you guys. I'll be back again tonight. Oh, you show your face now.
Yeah, at least give them something good to look at the end.
What? When you were arguing with me, you couldn't show your face?
No, because I don't want to hold my phone the whole time.
Okay.
They'll be saying this. No, Jay,
he's a very Italian person. He likes to talk with his hands.
Like Italian. Italian.
He's a very Italian person. He likes to anger her with his hands.
Real. I'm always moving my hands.
Yep. All right, guys. Anyway.
No, but I got a new stand, so I'll use that next week. And I'll be in my normal seating area.
Alrighty.
So, and I'm still getting a PC. It's just we're having problems because the motherboard I was getting from the other one was not big enough to upgrade. So I have to just pretty much get a new PC.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, because I can't upgrade it if the motherboard doesn't have enough channels. So.
All right, and I want to give a thanks to Kenton's brother. He's been making me great cover pictures, which I love his art. And another thanks to my editor, Jackson. He's been editing my videos and making my thumbnails and making my life easy. So, but guys, I'll be back tonight with a Q&A.
His fan did help during the football season, so.
Oh yeah, he did. He helped me a lot during the football season.
At least during the playoffs.
Yeah, I want to thank Kenton for introducing me to Jackson.
You're welcome. Yeah. People want to wonder why I don't have videos on my channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jackson's too busy to do both of ours, so I'll be doing NBA stuff in the summer.
Yeah.
With Jackson when he has more time. So.
Like I said, there's going to be a lot of interviews coming up in the summertime on this channel.
Stay tuned for tonight's announcement as well. So.
We have a special announcement tonight for a new podcast that's starting Wednesday, next Wednesday. So if you want to hear more about that, come back tonight to the Q&A. I'll have more information for you guys on that. But anyway, guys, that's it for the show today. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You guys been killing it on the likes and the views. I really appreciate that.
Same here, guys. Don't forget to tell your friends if they want to have a non-chilled podcast sometimes, where it's a couple of friends agreeing and disagreeing on topics. I don't know, and we're the smaller channel, so it's easier to grow, easier to get your comments read if people are into that. So we're welcoming a lot of people, so don't be afraid to share it to your friends.
In the comment section, I've been getting a lot of comments about that they like this podcast because it's easier for us to read their questions and to answer their questions because we are a smaller channel. Like I said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we are trying to get Phil to 50 subscribers so he can actually do some live streams. And we're trying to get Kenton a desktop so he can live stream.
Yeah, and I can dual stream where we could have our podcast on multiple platforms.
Yeah,
because I want to put our podcast on YouTube podcast, even though I hate Spotify. I want to put it on Spotify and all those things and make our audience wider for people. So
Spotify would probably be the biggest reach right now.
Yeah.
Unless if you have an Apple account, in which case I would say Apple, but if you don't have that, I would say Spotify. So
I do have an Apple account, but I don't want to pay extra for the podcast to put it on there.
So, and then me and Jay have talked about other content stuff we'll be bringing as well.
Yeah.
So
we're all gonna reveal it this summer. That's why I told you guys there's gonna be a lot of content coming out this summer.
So yeah.
Starting next Wednesday. So I'm excited about that. I know Phil's excited about that. But anyway, guys, like I always say, stay safe, stay positive, and you know what to say.
Go Pack, go, and Bucks. They play tomorrow.
And Birds.
No, we don't care about the Birds here.
They're on suspension until they prove to me that they're good.
And the Warriors.
And the team I like, but it's the owner. It's all right. It's all right.
And the Warriors.
Oh, now you just.
Hey guys, can you wish my little niece a speedy recovery? She got sick again.
Some daycares, man, or schools.
Man.
They just filled with the keto germs.
She couldn't go to school today.
Yeah. Well, I hope she feels better. So.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, she has a fever, a high fever. So, but yeah, guys, come back later tonight. I'll be doing my Q&A and special announcement tonight also. And yeah, let's just have fun tonight. No arguments about any sports. But anyway, guys, like we always say, I'll see you next time, and we'll be back next Friday. All right, guys, you have a great one, and have a good week if I don't see you. All right.